himself came
Thank you
forth
for the hydrate.
and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's
I'm
name.
almost out of coffee.
Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz Athan.
But if Ritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would
Coffee.
burn
Real
without
coffee?
end.
What do you mean by real coffee?
I would not
I'm
be
pretty
the
sure my
flame
coffee's
which
real.
consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
I find it so interesting
Tis
that
here, buried within the semblance of flesh.
wait.
The body before thee is but a simulacrum.
I knew I was gonna.
constructed by the
I knew there was
finest
something up with him.
artisans Of Razatan.
He's a
With
walking,
mine
talking
eye nestled within.
dragon eye.
It doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for
Well
my
then,
wit.
no. My coffee has creamer in it. Sugar cookie creamer.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
But yeah,
I am woven
Varshan,
with words
definitely.
fashioned
I was
to
definitely right to be
deceive such
suspicious.
arcane senses.
He's a dragon in the sense with a dragon
Though
eye.
'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Athan.
I find it cool that a dragon has its own
With
kingdom.
all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me.
You need to refuel yourself, Virtra.
Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Kartanau, I am told.
Yep, I did that.
'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
Sounds like I'm about to get my first
There's
duty.
no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales.
It would be very helpful.
I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to
I
Charlotte.
love the dragons in Final Fantasy. We'll always say that it's interesting that they're technically aliens. Estinian, why are you just
Wilt
walking out?
thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse.
Okay.
Nor will I.
Good, man. Estinian has come a long way since Heaven's Ward.
I am in thy debt.
Estinian. What do you have to say, Estinian? If our course of action is decided, let's not tarry. Nothing? Nothing to add? That we should encounter one of the first brood is in such a circumstance. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlayan and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zote. Bit inappropriate? No. Yeah, a bit inappropriate. Let us rejoin our comrades. The Illuminati, Twitch Global. Illuminati. Oga is, in the Illuminati. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlayan and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zote. Zote. Damn it, they said it before in one of the cinematics, but I forgot. Oh, and you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing. Unless, of course, you enjoy violent nausea. Are you talking about in the city? Oh, okay. Well, I've already done it here. Okay. It's time to go back to Charlayan. Sudden stop music. Come on. Come on. There you go. This way. Oh, that's a cool looking scythe. Huh. Wait, why am I talking to that? I don't need to go to the inn. I need to go in here. Irianje? Vitra and his alchemists have prepared us for our foray into the tower. What we may accomplish within its twisted halls remaineth to be seen. That Arca Sodora languish in Telafroi chains doth forewarn us of the nature of our foe. 'Tis the gods of Thavner who will be summoned to thwart us. The conflict between Nigtog and I is in the past, and though they were brothers, it has no bearing on my view in Vertra. Above all else, he is a leader of men, not an enemy. He would hardly dedicate his life to this endeavor if he bore our kind any ill will. I love how much he's changed since Heaven's Ward. He treated all dragons with distrust and hatred. Now he's like, eh. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavner, we're back in chilly Charlayan. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, everyone appears to be here, so let us take stock of all the developments and discoveries. And that makes me level 62. 62, 82. Oh, Soul Sow. Can't Soul Sow the self. Changing the action to Harvest Moon. Which means... deals unaspect damage to all enemies nearby it with a potency of 600 for the first enemy. Okay. Maybe my Enshroud should be on X. Okay. Cryle. We have a lot to talk about Cryle. Since there have been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings of our respective locales? Of course.
Your time in Thavner has certainly been eventful.
And so is the time in
In my
Charlayan.
opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
Yeah, seems like the Zot is going to be
I
the
agree.
first
While I still
duty.
have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly
You better
result in
not
our
die,
expulsion.
Ishtola.
Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavner.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower?
Yeah, even if we get in there and try to take them out, they're
According
going to die.
to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emulger. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
Ifrit? Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
So there is a way to free them without killing them, which is why the defense mechanism is
Towers
there.
appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
What if making the tower cease to be also makes the captive
So we
cease
can
to
hope.
be?
And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
It seems too reckless.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Cryle, Yostola, and myself.
Wait,
remaining
Ishtola's
scions will
proficient on
proceed with
healing.
the
She's a
search for
black
the core.
mage.
Admittedly, This strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the
I mean, she
Arca by a
wasn't always a black
considerable
mage, but still. Are you sure Alphino is in the right group?
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
Is this going to be a
And I am
duty
more than
or
happy to fulfill that
a
role.
solo duty?
I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzat Khan of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetheryte at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Just at least prepare something to drink. Soul. Grant soul to self. Change the action to Harvest Moon. Able to execute Harvest Moon. Okay. Woo! A Dothar. I love seeing other Dotharls. Awesome. Ilsa Bard. Okay. You know what? I want to get in my car. It's so weird that the bigger the mount you get on, the slower it feels. It's a level 8. This is a level 81 quest. Is this going to be the first duty? Or I guess we'll find out. Armadillo's trying to kill me. Another one's trying to kill me. I really like the music here. Nobdeen. Ah, a friend of Eorzea, we've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding scales will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have readied. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. It sounds like a duty. Stand by at the boat. If this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. No warning, however empathetic, could have prepared me. No warning, however emphatic, it could have prepared me for that. On account of which we are a little late, but fighting fit mostly. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be... we should still call you Varshan, I suppose. Indeed, it would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you would see fit to entrust us with the awarding scales. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One of each of you, please accept them with my blessings. Our thanks again. With these we can go anywhere those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break your monopoly on primals. I've been waiting for this day. So have we, my friends, so have we. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into two groups. The Avenger band will break through the tower's defense and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Thavnarian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnar, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Tower of Zot. Yep, thought so. It's a duty. So tempted to just do, the trust. Where is... Why am I trying to look for it? I can just do it from here. The Tower of Zot. How quickly can I get in? Less than 5-minute queue. Let's hope that's true. I want to talk to everyone. The Radiant Host and I will be watching from the outpost, ready to act at the first sign of unusual activity. May the scales serve you well, and protect you in lieu of Virtua's fangs and claws. This is the closest I've ever been to one of the towers. Such a sinister aura it exudes. It's been a while since I last I took to the field, and I can't help but feel nervous, but with everyone at my side, I'm sure all will be well. Lest you worry, I've not forgotten my healing spells. But it be it restoration or destruction, this sorceress can command whatever magic this situation requires. Yes, he's sure, you can do anything. Aside from primals, within the tower, we shall be, for a certainty, encounter enthralled Imperial soldiers. Defenders conveyed hither by means unknown, who will stop at nothing to hinder our efforts. Though our parties are separate, I will trust in you, as I know you will trust in me. Let us both give it our all, and add another rousing chapter to the saga. Can I talk to everyone else? Small talk, yes. First, this armor, blessed with Kor's power, and now Vitra's scales. Much has changed for dragons to show me such favor. And with Nidhogg with me, in spirit and in hand, no obstacle will bar our way. Estinian, are you gonna have the power of all the dragons? Gonna collect all the dragons' power? But Y'shtola keeping them company, the other party will be able to hold their own against the enemy if needs be. So we can tackle our own tasks without worrying over them. Come, let us be about it. I may have taken up new arms, but my role is unchanged. I am a healer through and through. Yet in knowing who once wore the sage's mantle, I wonder, when all is said and done, will I look back on the battles I chose to fight with pride? My warding scale is safely tucked away. I'm ready for when you are, Davel. I may not be the Azure Dragoon, former or otherwise, but I guarantee that I'll give as good as I get. Okay, we have a healer. We need a tank. Okay, we got a tank. Nice and quick. Less than 5 minutes. The Tower of Zot. Zot. A foul place. This let us proceed with caution. Oh, I get to try my new ability. Oh, it actually does something. I've got to get used to this new ability. Seek the Vara path. The only way is through. Oh gods, poor Nidhana. We'll free you from this. Oh, there's Nidhana. I sense a great surge of ether, as if a summoning hath begun. Oh, it looks like the sisters. Look, those beastly masks. It's Manusia come to life. You'll focus on sustaining Arcasadora. The rest of you must keep going, onwards and upwards. Maybe I should... keep forgetting this. First boss. I guess the bosses are going to be the three sisters. Do you want any advice for fights or like to go blind? I'll let them decide.